At this 18th century citadel northwest of Prague, one of history's most notorious assassins spent his final days. The prison at Theresienstadt's small fortress held Bosnian Serb revolutionary Gavrilo Princip from 1914 until his death in 1918. On June 28, 1914, Princip shot and killed the heir to Austria-Hungary's throne, the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and his wife Sophie as they toured Sarajevo in their car. After a 12-day trial, Princip and 5 others were sent to the Theresienstadt fortress, which also held political prisoners. Prisoners were kept alone in small cells. Wojtek Blodik, a historian who works at the site, says Princip was singled out for harsh punishment.
He was not allowed to take part on the walking time of the common prisoners, and he could walk only half hour per day alone.
Although Princip was in a block that housed many others for the first 18 months, he was kept essentially in solitary confinement, chained at night in his cell.
It was dark cell. It must be terrible for the human being to be isolated there and to have no possibility to see other faces than the faces of the wardens in the jail.
Princip was later transferred to a hospital near the fortress. His health, along with the other Sarajevo conspirators, had drastically deteriorated.
They were treated very badly, then they were suffering on hunger, cold, diseases, and practically all the main assassinators from Sarajevo did not survive.
The views of Princip and the other conspirators were recorded during prison interviews, and they all remained defiant until the end.
The main tone of their speeches was that they did not change their orientation and that they were glad to take part on the assassination.
Princip died from tuberculosis and was buried secretly at a cemetery outside what is now the Czech town of Terezín. In 1920, the location of his remains was discovered, and they were moved to a church in Sarajevo. A granite slab there marks the life and death of a man who set in motion events that brought the deaths of many millions.